So we want to try to keep our peas clean as possible. So you know we can spray something over the top. We can spray post or select for the grass, but we cannot spray nothing for. And Bill might tell you we can put Basagran or something like that on a light dose or something like that. But too many people, it'll burn, get a burn sensation and things like that. So we try to do a good program up front. So that's what we put Dual on there. And Bill, what that, so we can say that
The active ingredient?
the active ingredients.
The active ingredient Dual is Metallochlor.
Metallochlor.
Metallochlor is the active ingredient.
Yeah.
And he's got another brand of it.
Yeah.
Helmet. There's several different
Several,
formulations of
that's
Metallochlor
right.
out there.
But sometimes I might use Dual and Treflan because Treflan is going to keep the grass down. So that's why I use Dual and Treflan. If I know I got a lot of grass going to be out there. But if I have got the weed control over years, have got it, to a manageable stage, you can use a Dual and things like that. It will manage the field. And I don't say, yes, all corn, yes, y'all gonna get chemical and things like that. I had to hustle for this chemical, so and things like that. So, but we was able to manage and keep our weeds down at a bare minimum. And we're doing on 1 acre, well, we just put in there 25 gallons of water, and that will go over 2.5 acres, because our tank is putting down 10 gallons per acre. And so we are using 1 quart to the acre. So we said, it's on here, we said a half a gallon. So I'm just gonna bring it down to that gallon, because that's the 2 gallon mark. It's already on half a gallon. I mean, it's at 1.5 gallon. So I'm gonna leave a gallon in here. I wish I could pour right.
You did it. You did it. One more.
200. That's about good. That's good. That's good. Okay, top it back up. Real good. I'll get it there. Okay.
You want me to just take off?
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, Larry. And that's why I told y'all we are putting down about 10 gallons of water to the acre. And we're using Dual. And our tractor is running about high 1. I don't know what the speed bill. I ain't never calibrated speed, but it's pretty good. The wind is good today. You ready? People do not want that other kind of pea because it's bad on their back. These peas right here, you can go out there and hand harvest. They'll stay out here all day. If it was cool, these people would have stayed out here to 5 o'clock. They would have asked Mr. Coleman, can we stay out here longer? Because you can see, watch me now. See, I'm just going on through it picking. But the other peas you had to get down here, out of your back. No fertilizer, sir. This is very fertile land. This is Mississippi silt loam. Very fertile land. I call it Mississippi gold. That's what it Mississippi gold. When they say gold in San Francisco, California, I call it right up in this section of our land and down and about 500 feet. You can see what those peas right there. Those are the best peas on this farm right here. Right, I'm talking right there. You see the ones coming up and running north, east and west, right across the ridge. Perfectly I mean, you can't get me a good guess on them peas. They are the best peas I have seen out here on this farm. I'm waiting. I'm trying to wait to see me if I'm gonna get some 20 pod. 20 seeds in a pod.
What's your population that you plant?
The population on 1 acre, we say plant about 25,000 seeds.
Oh, okay.
I'm 100,000. We go soybeans. You plant about 200,000 to an acre. We try to plant peas half of that. 25 pounds per acre.
It comes out to 25 pounds.
25 pounds per acre. Okay. And I wish I could get in there. Mama, go ahead and make me some butter bean soup. Oh man, mother, make me some butter bean soup.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Boyd Vansel. I'm with Ag Launch, and we're glad to be able to be here and work with Mr. Coleman and his team, and Miss Miller and her team to try to improve the production system here in the Mississippi Delta on these purple hull peas. So what we've got here is there's a company, they're now called Oxbow. Maybe some of you have seen the one-row harvester that they had up at Mark's. Same company. This one was called a Pixall. This is an 88 model. It's an oldie but a goodie though, and it's got a John Deere powertrain in it. And it does what these brushes here just really orient the plants to get them ready. Then underneath here, there's a reel that operates opposing and comes upward into the pea, pulling off the hull, the shell and the hulls all in one piece, brings it to a center conveyor here, and then there's actually a second conveyor in the middle that then puts it on the loading conveyor. There's an extractor fan, actually two, and so back to what Mr. Coleman was saying about trash and vegetation. As we work through this, we want to find the sweet spot, so to speak, where the machine itself will handle some weeds, but it's going to put more stems, weed seeds, and all those things, and they don't want to have, we don't want to haul that to the processor and be dealing with it there. Morning glories, for example, will tend to wrap on the reel some. So then, if we have plants that are really rank and they've gotten too much rain and they have a lot of green leaves, well, you're having to turn the fan up really high, and the higher you get the extractor fan, the more likely that you may be pulling good peas off your conveyor and losing some of your production. So as we work through it, there's some science to it, but as you guys know, there's a lot of art to operating equipment, and we're just going to have to learn together as we move through this on this one. Its original life was picking green beans, and they do well in the butter beans, but I haven't talked to many people who have used them in purple hulls. So this high top, or top pick variety, is really going to help, I think, mechanize it. And then we were even talking earlier about the actual row spacings, production system, trying to get the plants oriented so that the harvester will take them in good. So we're going to start on these 4 rows here. The header really only takes 3, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split and take 2 of the good rows and 2 of the lesser, and then we'll come back and take 2 of the good rows there, and you'll be able to see a little bit of comparison of what the nicer peas look like compared to these here. Be aware that the fan does blow a lot of debris out, so try to stay on that side of me, and then when I'm coming back this way, we'll move back over to the other side to stay out of the debris. So this one, it has automatic header on it, but we're really still, in fact, we're finding we can't let it down low enough for the roller to touch the ground, otherwise we're getting too deep in the peas. So for example, we may want to, in the future, we may want to rig this up where we have an additional gauge wheel that touches the ground before the actual roller on the header does, and that'll help us keep the dirt out of the product.
Yeah, before you bring it into the plant.
So John, the leaves that we've got there, I think we got most all those when we skipped over here to this other, and they had gotten a little bit thicker.
Okay.
What was? What was? The 480.
If you put it defoliant, you scar the pods and stuff, and you might jeopardize your crop. Right? Because it sucks on too.